Hey there, Patriots. So what we're going to talk about in this video lesson is the parts of a circle and the vocabulary for those parts and how we are going to use those parts to find properties of a circle like circumference and area and radius and diameter. So what is a circle? A circle is the locus of points that are all equidistant from a given point. What this means is we are looking at all the points that make up the edge of the circle. There are an infinite number of points here. All those points make up the circle, and they are all equidistant from the same point. They are all equidistant from this point. They are all that distance. That point is the center. And circles are always named by their center point. So like if this is A, we would call this circle A. Alrighty. So we have what's also known as concentric circles. Concentric circles are circles that share the same center. They are circles inside of each other. So you can see right here, this dark circle is inside the yellow circle. And if I could put another circle that shares this center, that white circle. All three of those circles are concentric because they all share this center. And they are inside each other, kind of like a target. So a diameter and a radius. So a diameter is a segment that passes through the center of the circle and has endpoints on the circle. So a diameter is that segment right there. So it doesn't have to go this way for my diameter. We could have drawn it like that. The deal is the diameter has to have both endpoints on the circle. Both endpoints on the circle, and it has to pass through the center. Now, a radius is a segment that has one point on the center. So we're going to start on the center, and we're going to go to the circle itself. That is what's called a radius. There are an infinite number of radii. Radii is plural for radius in this circle, and there are an infinite number of diameters. So when we're talking about diameters and radius, I know to find the length of a diameter, the length of a diameter is 2 times the radius. 2 radii make a diameter, and a radius is half of a diameter. So we are going to use those two formulas to find diameter and radius, depending on which one we're given. A circle also has a circumference and an area. Circumference is the distance around a circle. So circumference, that's the circumference. If you were to snip the circle and hammer it flat and measure it, that would be circumference. Area is the space on the inside of the circle. So this is area. Area is how much is inside the circle. Circumference is how far around the circle. To find circumference, that's what our C is, circumference, we can use the formula diameter times pi, or we can say 2 times pi times radius. Either of those work. And then to find the area of a circle, so the area of the circle, the amount of space inside of a circle can be found using, oh my goodness, that is way wrong. There we go. Area equals 2, oh my goodness, I always put a 2 there and it's not right. It's not 2. Area of a circle is pi times radius squared. And area is the amount of green stuff inside of that circle. All right. So a secant and a chord, these guys kind of go together because a secant is a line or a segment that crosses over a circle twice. So a secant has to extend outside of a circle. And we can either be looking at a secant segment, we're going to say it stops and it ends, or it's going to be a line continuously. But a secant has to go through a circle from the outside through the inside. Here's a secant. Here's a secant. Normally we say lines because they go on forever, but they can also start and stop. And then a chord is a segment that has endpoints on the circle itself. So a chord is this segment right there. Or it could be this segment right here. Those are all chords. Now a diameter is a chord. A diameter is a chord. A diameter is the longest chord in the circle. So you want to make a note of that. The diameter is a chord. And it is the longest chord in the circle. The diameter is the longest chord inside a circle. And then we have a tangent line. A tangent line is a line that shares exactly one point with a circle. What a tangent line is going to do, the tangent line is going to come out of nowhere, and it's going to touch this circle exactly one time. It's going to hit this circle right there, and that is called the point of tangency. Okay, so the line itself is our tangent. The tangent is the line that is outside the circle, and it touches the circle exactly once, and it touches the circle at the point of tangency. That is the point the circle and the line share. When we have tangent lines in more than one circle, we can have what's called a common internal tangent. What this is it is a tangent that crosses between these two circles. Like I'm going to go from the top of one circle to the bottom of another circle. So notice these are on opposite sides of the circle. I have one from on the top right here. Right here we are on the top of the circle, and here we're on the bottom of the circle. What I mean by the words where it says we cross the segment that joins the centers of the circles. If I was to connect the center of these two circles, that tangent line crosses over it. And then we have a common external tangent. A common external tangent is a tangent that it stays on both sides of the circles. It'll either go top to top or bottom to bottom. Oh, I don't want that one. I want it to be solid, please and thank you. Boom. So a common external tangent will be on the same side as a tangent line that's on the same part of the two circles. It doesn't go between those circles. So this is a common external tangent. All right, so make sure that you come in with any questions that you might have for your teacher tomorrow. We'll make sure that we answer them. And Patriots, we will see you when we see you.